Hello everyone, welcome back to Inside Out News, where we break down the stories shaping Nigeria's politics. We don't only break the news, we break them down. Today, we dive into the shocking political transformation of Rivers State Governor Sim Fubara, now being mockingly called the feeding bottle governor. Once upon a time, Fubara stood like a lion, bold, fearless, and ready to take on the political giants who sought to cage him. Remember how he defied the almighty Nigeria police and its inspector general during the local government elections. He boldly resisted their alleged attempts to hijack electoral materials from the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISEC) office. Fubara didn't stop there. He stood his ground when impeachment threats loomed from what many called internally displaced lawmakers. He even went as far as demolishing the State House of Assembly, calling the bluff of his former political godfather Nyesom Wike. Fubara proved himself unbending. Against all odds, he passed the 2024 appropriation bill using just 3 loyal lawmakers, a move that stunned both allies and foes. While many expected him to crumble, he instead went ahead to present the 2025 appropriation bill to those same loyalists, a rare act of defiance in Nigeria's volatile political arena. But suddenly, the once roaring lion has gone quiet. The declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State appears to have broken his spine. The Fubara who once defied Wike, defied the police, and defied an impeachment plot now seems subdued, cautious, and constantly seeking validation from Abuja. Observers now describe him as a feeding bottle governor, one who can no longer make decisions without first consulting the presidency. According to fresh reports, Governor Fubara has sacked all commissioners and public office holders in his administration. The announcement, made through a statement by his chief press secretary, Nelson Chukwudi, took immediate effect and followed the recent Supreme Court judgment that brought an end to the emergency rule. Shortly after, the Rivers State House of Assembly held its first sitting since the emergency rule was lifted and promptly called on Fubara to submit a fresh list of commissioner nominees alongside the 2025 budget for screening and passage. And what did Fubara do next? He ran straight to the presidential villa, addressing journalists after meeting with the President Tinubu. The governor admitted that he came to tell the president he has resumed duties and to seek advice so that there will no longer be crisis in the state. So let's get this straight. A governor elected by his people under one political party now has to take instructions from a president of another party on how to govern his state. To many observers, this is not just strange, it's a complete abdication of leadership. Fubara's new tone sounds less like reconciliation and more like submission. His actions suggest a man more interested in self-preservation than in the welfare and progress of Rivers people. The once bold reformer has turned into a careful pawn, a figurehead governor, afraid to take a wrong step without approval from above. From a fearless fighter to a feeding bottle governor, Fubara's transformation tells a deeper story about how power, fear, and survival can shape even the bravest of men. What do you think? Has Fubara been tamed? Or is this just a strategic calm before another storm? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because here we don't just tell the news, we uncover the truth behind it as we break them down. See you again in the next video. Till then, this is Inside Out News, bringing the truth inside out. Thanks for watching.